guys. We're waiting for the sea lion show to start. I won't be able to talk during it, but I am right now. So it'll be starting in just a few minutes.
If you have any questions at all, either during or after the demonstration, please let me know. I would love to answer your questions. But until then, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the sea lions and their training. So the first thing you may notice is that our pool is completely full, and this has a very specific reason. So late May and June is pupping season. And a fun fact about pupping season, our female sea lions actually can't give birth in water, they have to give birth on land because the pup does not know how to swim right away. The mom has to teach the pup. So our sea lions must give birth on land, and that's why we train the pool to create that beach over on the other end. You also may notice there's some fences up. This is for our own sea lion safety. So since the pool is drained a little bit, it's a little more shallow over there than they're used to. So it's there for fences so they don't climb up and then accidentally fall off and hurt themselves. So I'll introduce you to our sea lions. On the right of me, I'm pointing, is our adult male. His name is Chief. He's about 550 pounds. That may seem like a lot, and it is a lot, but male sea lions can actually get up to around 800 pounds. And then on my left, we have our two adult females, Gemini and Toho. They're actually sisters, and we're both born here at the Omaha Zoo. And then swimming around, you may notice our fourth sea lion. That's our pup Nova. She was born a year ago, and she's actually now named after her mother's milk. And she's just now beginning to train in the conservation. So there's three really important things in our training that we do. So we train for about 3 reasons. One is to establish trust between humans and animals. This trust is very important because these people deal with animals every day. The second is to elicit natural behaviors. So you may see our sea lions may do in a way that's some of the behaviors they do. They may look really fun to us, but it's actually not for our entertainment, it's for the benefit of our sea lions. So that range is actually so they can check that range of motion, make sure all those muscles are there. What's really important thing to know about our training is that we train through positive reinforcement. So what this means is our training is completely voluntary. If our sea lions want to train, they will train. If they don't want to train, then they won't. It is completely up to them. We let them make this decision so they can decide what's best for them on fish. What this means, if you were to go to a grocery store or a supermarket to buy fish, you would be getting the same quality fish that we feed our sea lions. We do this because we want only the best possible care for our sea lions. Something really awesome about the fish is that we only purchase sustainably harvested fish. What this means is we only purchase fish from fishers that have sustainable harvest methods. Conservation is so important to the Omaha Zoo, and we want to make sure that feeding our sea lions isn't hurting the ocean life. And there's actually a couple things you can do to help sea lions and ocean life all around the world. One of the things is to be responsible with your plastic hunt or to defend himself in his natural habitat. So Chino came here, and now he gets to live a long, happy, and healthy life at the Omaha Zoo. So I have a joke for you guys. I get a lot of questions on how are sea lions named sea lions? The answer, I have no idea, but I have a good joke for you guys. Okay, so two people were in a boat and they were sailing along the California coast. And one guy sees a sea lion and he goes, "Hey, what do you see lying over there?" And thus the sea lion was named. So this is not actually how a sea lion was named, but it's a joke I like to tell. So a lot of people come up and ask me and say, are these seals or sea lions? And it is a common mistake to mistake the two. So there's a couple ways you can tell them apart. One way is that sea lions. So our sea lions did really great today with training. They're not as interested in training as usual. And like I said before, training is completely voluntary, so that is A-okay. So there are a couple reasons why our sea lions might not be as interested in training. And those two sea lions might not be as interested during pupping and breeding season. And again, this is totally okay. So if one of our sea lions has a pup, she might not be interested in training because she's worried about taking care of that pup. And again, that's totally okay. Training is 100% voluntary, and it's also only for the benefit of our animals. So again, I like watching the sea lion training demonstration, and I bet you guys do too. And it's a great opportunity for us to watch it, but again, not for our benefit, it's 100% for our animals' benefit. And so I mentioned earlier that training is through positive reinforcement. All of our training around the zoo with all of our animals is positive reinforcement. We do this type of training because we want the best possible care for our sea lions. I'd like to thank you for coming out to the sea lion training demonstration. I'm going to open up the floor for some questions. Do you have any questions? Again, my name is Allie. I'm over in the green polo by the grandstand. My job is to answer your questions, so please keep me employed. Okay, I'd like to thank you again for coming out.